Hello guys, welcome back to the video. Today I'm just going to do some talking about what I think will be the possible next update 1.5. Hopefully you guys will leave feedback in the comments as well and we can discuss, and I'll maybe tag if someone is really good. But this is, I haven't seen anyone talking about this, and with new 1.4.2 update where they actually nerfed Czechoslovakia a hell of a lot, so you can't go fascist as easily, and also they changed the radar to buff it. I'm not going to talk about the new meta because I don't know, I haven't played multiplayer, but I'm also going to talk about some other stuff after being done talking about next updates. So, what do I think the next update will be? Well, with the last update, where they gave national focus trees to these nations, these four: Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Romania, Yugoslavia, they did something out of the box that I didn't think they would ever do. They made it so Hungary could make restoration of Austria-Hungary. This basically ruins the flow where Germany goes down Anschluss, and it's really unhistorical, and I like that. I think they should do more of that way, and that's what I think will happen. So I'm thinking that the next update, I have two possibilities what I think the next update will be. And if they're going to do anything similar, maybe they will do something with Sweden, make it so Sweden Norway or Sweden Finland can make into a restoration pact, and also, and my fear is they will start working on making it more non-historical ways to play the game, so they will probably redo Germany's trees, what I'm thinking. Not a lot, but I would see maybe like you can puppet Austria instead. So maybe this the focus tree looks the same, but this gives you an option to puppet Austria, maybe, and some other stuff like that. I would really think that would be interesting if you got choices like that, so you can have them and work with autonomy system. So the autonomy system they released in 1.3 with Together for Victory, if that was 1.3, I think it was. Then I would like to see that reworked a bit. So now there is colony, and you can like take care of them. Really, you can build stuff in their nation. You can build troops with their manpower. And there's Dominion. That's the ones that mostly used because they are the starting ones, and that Dominion is basically just a puppet from base game, I think, kinda. And I think that may be redone. This is just I'm just spot bullying stuff. Like, I'm not gonna merge them into packs, but like this is the next update, or it's this. So like I'm just throwing out ideas. But if they're going to do something like Austria-Hungary, I think it would be with Sweden and stuff. Maybe, and also it could possibly be with China. So China could get their own focus tree, and that would have, so like you get claims on, well, you have the claims, but I mean you can push the claims and you can annex your surrounding. And I want PRC to have a focus where it leads to the Chinese Civil War. So like the game is focused around 1945 and there's a mod for 1956, but I would like to see leading up to the Cold War with more communist stuff with PRC and the Chinese Civil War. And so that could be a possibility. Another thing I was thinking, maybe they could start thinking about like maybe, I mean, they have claims here. So like Egypt has claim here, and Israel has claim here, and I think it's Palestine, yeah. And here we have Cambodia and the other nations here. I was just thinking maybe these could not get their own focus tree, but get their own stuff. So the colonial nations, if it goes bad for them, they will need to keep control of this, or they will rebel and that kind of stuff. And maybe Germany can offer them support for independence if they fight for them, and this kind of stuff. I would like more of the diplomacy of the nations that don't exist. Maybe they could like Germany could promise their independence and this kind of stuff for them if they stuff. And also in war, when you attack someone and you occupy their nation, they capitulate, but the war isn't over. So let's say we do it to France. I want there to be able to puppet them. So like the standard one is Poland. So let's say you go into them as Germany, and in World War II, this is the historical way, and you take them over. Maybe you want to puppet this area around here and make it your Yeah, that's what I'm thinking at least. And they could fight for you, and maybe Soviet could. I would like more pushing, so like more you can push nations. So and Soviet can you can send ultimatums. I would like more ultimatums, even though I mean Soviet has them to Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Finland. We have them too. Yeah, that's the ones I think we have them too. I would like more of that. So Soviet could ultimatum Germany to back down from like I guess Poland or something, and if they don't, they will declare war or something. I don't know. I would like more ultimatums, and I would like more. The player has control, so diplomacy. We need to expand diplomacy. That's an idea. And another thought I had was maybe they could add foreign legions. So you know, in real life, when you can have France had they had I think like extensive conscription or something, and they also took in foreign legions. So we took it in from their colonies, and we took it in from other nations. So French-speaking people in US and stuff went to fight for France. Maybe they could do something like that. So you could have foreign legions. Maybe you could get events like, would you accept foreign legions? This would take convoys. Maybe it would take consumer goods. It would take guns. You would lose instantly, and you need supply, and for that you would get like 100,000 manpower, 200,000 depending. So that could be a way of getting manpower, and maybe you could force conscription and stuff like this in occupied territory. So like Germany, you force Czechoslovakia, and maybe so maybe as Germany you demand Sudetenland, and you demand this, and you get it. And from the beginning, this isn't court, so they won't want to work for you. But maybe you can force them so to work to join your army, and if they don't, and they are forced, then it costs political power, and it costs, so like you lose the factories in the state. So maybe this is a bad idea in Bohemia, because Bohemia has a lot of factories. But maybe you want to do it in these states. Maybe, I don't know. That's a thought. So you force them in your army, get manpower, you lose some factories. Cool. I like that idea. So you basically get the core manpower from it, and that kind of stuff. That's a thought. And yeah, that's mostly it. And well, I had one other. Maybe they could do some work here in either in Middle East, but they don't really need to, because Middle East they aren't important. But South America, that's the thing. South America isn't important, and I wish they were really. Because the only important nation is Venezuela, and that's because they are fascist and they have oil, so Germany likes them. They're hard to reach, so UK usually defends, make sure they can't trade with them, and if they don't, Germany is able to trade with them, and that's good for them. So maybe you can embargo nations. That would be cool. You could like send an embargo. So if you don't stop trading with Germany, we will declare war on you. US has a similar thing here, but it's really not the same. You should be able to do that with minors. So majors should be able to do that with minors, I think. And I think they should add secondary powers like in Victoria too. So nations like Poland, I guess, is medium, and China should be that, and India, and yeah, Brazil should be a secondary power, like that kind of stuff. Maybe Canada, I don't know. Those kind of Spain. They should be secondary powers, and they should also have some abilities. Maybe not that makes them special. I really think they should do some of these ideas. I think that I mentioned now are crucial for the. I like them, not crucial, but I really think that these ideas will like make a lot more diversity and all games unique. Because the problem right now in Hearts of Iron is that every game basically is the same. And with all the people I talk with, they think that E4 is better because it's more diversity. There's always something new, and it's never the same game. The AI just has so much more variety in what it does. And we try to do that with non-historical, but it doesn't work when everything leads to World War II. And I think it should lead to World War II, but there should be a lot more. The way to World War II should be a lot different, and factions shouldn't be historical every single time, even if you choose historical or non-historical. So that's just my thoughts. I think these changes would bring a lot of great new opportunities for non-historical things to happen. So if you agree, if you disagree, tell me in the comments, and we can argue about it. Now for the ending of the video, I just want to mention that, and I'm going to make a special video for it, but I just want to mention now, if if you guys like this idea, we will talk about it more on Discord or something. But I'm planning on hosting games every other week or every month, depending, because I've started school now. Yeah, you can't see that good. And I have a really good schedule, so I will have a lot of spare time every on Saturday, Fridays and Saturday to stream. So I'll try and make a multiplayer game every other week, every month. We'll see. And if you're interested, you can just tell me on Discord or something, and I'll make an announcement for it on the times and stuff. But if you're interested, I would really like to appreciate if what time zone you're in, so I can check with me and I'll see. So the people that actually want to play, we can get a good time so everyone can play, hopefully. Yeah, that's it. So if you know the video, leave a like down below, tell me in comments what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.